Man Wing, as a Value Partners investment director focused on China, can you tell us more about the opportunities presented by the China Bay Area Initiative?
Okay. Well, first, the official Greater Bay Area will include two international metropolitan, namely Hong Kong and Shenzhen, and another special administrative region, namely Macau, and then seven other regional counties and townships, and Guangzhou City itself. It has a total population of probably 70 million people, about 5% of China's population, contributing some 12 to 15% of China's GDP. So it itself, as a region, is already one of the most dynamic and vibrant areas, pockets in China.
Well, what we do know, there's a lot of water and islands in the Bay Area. So can you paint a picture of what the Greater Bay Area is actually like?
Well, I was going to say, actually, before the term Greater Bay Area came into the picture, it's actually inherent with what Value Partners has been doing in terms of investing in China since the firm's inception in 1993. Gives you a bit of history. The first generation of Chinese companies that were made available to international investors, actually most of them came from the Greater Bay Area, Shenzhen's factories, Hong Kong's own trading firms and financial institutions and so on and so forth. And Macau came a bit later in the picture, offering sort of world-class lifestyle choices. And increasingly, with the opening up of the China's capital market, we are seeing more and more opportunities coming out from southern China, namely Greater Bay Area. The official terminology actually only came in the picture a couple of years ago, following the latest policy directive from the central government that I think re-established the concept of urban cluster or bays to be one of the future growth initiatives for China's economy.
And there's a lot of infrastructure being built in the Bay with absolutely eye-watering levels of capital expenditure. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, for any urban cluster, Bay Area, whatnot, to be successful, you need better infrastructure, the hardware. So yes, different local governments are building up infrastructure coordinated by the central government. And the most visible example, of course, is the newly launched high-speed railway between Hong Kong and the mainland, which literally can take you all the way up to Beijing in 10 hours.
And bridges are another significant part of the investment program.
Yes, the bridge between Hong Kong, Macau, and Zhuhai, one of the neighboring counties, will come into action in any time soon.
As a bottom-up investor, how does the Greater Bay Initiative help you?
Well, it definitely further broadens the investment scope. For example, it's amongst all the different urban clusters in China, the Greater Bay Area that we're looking at now is probably one with the most diversity. It's got, for example, the business services, financial services, logistics in China, IT, manufacturing in Shenzhen and the neighboring counties, and a huge domestic consumption market encompassing all the places. And a bit unique on its own, Macau. It's basically a leisure, lifestyle destination.
And can you find value amongst the fast-growing companies of the Bay Area?
Definitely, yeah. It also depends on how you define "quote-unquote" value. The straight textbook examples would be, financial firms in Hong Kong and China. Many of them are at very low valuations, unfortunately, owing to the recent market correction. But that makes the value proposition even more compelling. And as far as the new economy manufacturing companies are concerned, if their visibility of earnings remains robust, then there are still a lot of upside to be had. So we are pretty excited about the prospect.
Man Wing, do you tend to look for value amongst large, medium or small companies?
Well, we are in basically all caps. So from small companies to blue chip bellwether stocks, as long as they fit our bottom-up criteria, well, we'd be happy to own them.
Man Wing, thank you very much.
Thank you for your interest.